April 14th, 1912, the biggest ocean liner in the world, the RMS Titanic, sinks on her maiden voyage after striking an iceberg. We all know her story. But what many tend to forget is that Titanic had two sister ships. The Olympic and the ship we're going to be focusing on in today's video, the Britannic. White Star Line was not taking any chances with Britannic. They did not want her to suffer the same fate as Titanic. So they increased her lifeboat amount, just like Olympic, and gave her some large gantry davits and a double skin. Thanks to the German liner Vaterland, she would not be the largest ship in the world, but she was the largest ship in Britain at the time. Construction on Britannic was slow, thanks to World War I. At the same time, another ship, the RMS Lusitania, was torpedoed by a U-boat and sunk with a large loss of life. Eventually, more hospital ships were needed, and Britannic was ideally suited for the role, so she was requisitioned and turned into a hospital ship. She was repainted white, her funnels got repainted to a yellow color, she got large red crosses and a long green stripe running her hull, her bow and stern. For more visibility, she was given green running lights to also show that she was a hospital ship. She had 11 successful voyages through the Mediterranean, evacuated many troops. In one of these trips, she joined a convoy with Olympic, Mauretania, and Aquitania, two of Britannic's other rivals of the Cunard line. Eventually, Britannic wasn't needed, and she went back to White Star Line, or so they thought. She was put right back into the service of a hospital ship. More troops needed to be evacuated. On November 21st, 1916, while sailing through the Aegean Sea, Britannic struck a mine. After the mine detonation, the captain of the ship, Captain Charles Bartlett, decided he had to beach the ship. But there were a lot of issues. Portholes were open, the doors were jammed due to the explosion, and the explosion also destroyed the Marconi wires and the steering. The port propeller was running in hopes to turn the ship to Kia Island, where they would proceed to beach her. Because they were in a panic because of how the ship was going, two lifeboats were launched without the captain's permission, and they got sucked into the massive port side propeller, killing the occupants. Only 30 people would die on the Britannic. 1,030 would survive. The propellers were stopped before a third lifeboat could get into grasp. There was no hope of beaching the Britannic. The captain sounded the abandoned ship order when the well deck went underwater. When the bridge went underwater, he walked off the starboard bridge wing into the sea and was picked up by a lifeboat. A few minutes later, the massive funnels began to fall as she rolled onto her starboard side. Just 55 minutes after the mine detonation, HMHS Britannic hit the sea floor before her stern was even down and slipped beneath the wave. And on that day, Britannic became the largest ship sunk in World War I. I made this video for the anniversary of the sinking, and to pay respects to all the 30 people that died on that day. Now, this isn't a celebration video, this is an anniversary video, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Sorry for the lack of details, I was in a rush and cutting this close. Goodbye.